it looks like we're having a little technical difficulties. Let's see if our friends on YouTube are in the house. Let's see. Comments. What do we got? Anybody on YouTube out there? Let me just check real quick.
It's not. It doesn't appear to be coming through.
What is a stream without technical difficulties?
100%. That's how you know it's real.
Yes,
exactly. On my phone.
I think we're all set, right?
Yeah.
And so let's go.
If we're not having problems,
we're good now. We're good.
All right, that's cool. Love it. So I want to start off real quick. I need to confess something right off the top. Yesterday, I did something. I spent the entire day responding to my mom and dad exclusively with quotes from Heat, the movie Heat. And so it's one of my all-time favorite movies. And because tonight's pod title is a line from Heat, I figured the best way to get in the zone was to psychologically torment my parents for 12 hours straight. They hated every second. I had the time of my life. But I remember the best one I do. Best one I remember right now is breakfast. My mom came in. She was all cheerful. She's like, "Oh, good morning, Pedro. We've got bagels and strawberries, your favorite Honey Nut Cheerios, and that oat milk you like. Ooh. How did you sleep?" I looked at her dead serious, like as serious as I could be. And I just said, "Mom, Charlene's going to leave me." And she freezes for a second. She's like, "Charlene? Who's Charlene?" I said, "Charlene, Mom, she's going to leave me." And now she's kind of like spiraling. She's a little bit frozen, like she's watching, the finale of her favorite soap. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you mean that NC 67? I said, "Not enough steaks in the freezer, Mom." And then she absolutely detonates. She's like, "Pedro, I just went to the butcher shop. What are you talking about? Who's Charlene? Who is she?" She calls my dad in like I'm having like this neurological event. "Is she the clerk from Filene's?" And then she kind of pivots, like, and she just goes savage. She's like, "This is because of that Space Games, isn't it? You know what? Let that Charlene leave you. I would. I'll drive her to the fucking Logan Airport myself." I do believe that breakfast ended with my mom Googling, "Is my son in a cult?" It was a beautiful day for them. I was exhausted by the end of the day, but it was fun. All right, captains, let's get things rolling. We've got an incredible crew tonight, and unlike my parents, they actually signed up to deal with me. Although by now, some of them are probably regretting that, and honestly, I am as well. So, welcome to tonight's mess, everybody. Tonight's panel, we got The Angry Mechanic, we got Matt's Productions, we got X2357, and we got CB Marshall. And I forgot to tell them before the show, one thing that is a constant due to my brain injury is that I'm going to fuck up your names constantly. Those names are going to get mangled. Anyways, let's get into some tune-up. All right, so let's start. If your Starfield characters had a theme song, what 80s track would blast when they enter the room? So why don't you guys give a good introduction and then tell me your 80s theme song. We'll go Math, we'll go The Angry Mechanic, we'll go X, and then we'll go CV. All right, ready? Here we go.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So thank you, Pedro. My name is Tommy. I really am appreciative of being on the show tonight. It was such an awesome day. As I love Angry, and X is the effing man. I love X. And Marshall, we're going to become super cool after tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise. All right.
Really appreciative of the opportunity to be on here and have some fun. If my character was walking in with an 80s intro theme song, I thought about this. So I got to give a 1B because I feel like for me personally, it would better represent it.
Yep.
But it's going to be the collab between Run DMC and Aerosmith for Walk This Way. You feel me? But if I was going within the meta of what I think the point of the game is, I'm going to have to give 1A's position to De La Soul's Me, Myself, and I.
Oh, great tunes. Great tunes.
Wow.
And so,
Cool.
De La's constant on my is spinning on my record player. And my daughter and I were just, I think it was yesterday, talking about Run DMC.
Hell
So,
yeah.
wild. That's wild. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, nice to meet you, Tommy.
I appreciate you.
Where are we going? The Angry Mechanic. What do you got?
Well, as Cyber said, was I even alive in the 80s? I was just born in 88, so I missed most of the 80s, but my parents made sure I was raised with good music. So my goofy choice would be probably Under Pressure by Queen, because I think that would be hilarious to roll into POI with that blaring.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to, the reactions. But like Tommy said, something more in line with the game would be Murder by Numbers by the Police.
Oh, good one.
Wow. That is a solid. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. And so, what's their album? What was it called? Regatta? What is it?
Regatta de Blanc.
Yeah. And so, Lilu Licious. And so on X, she pointed me the way to that album. God damn, is that a good album? It's a good pick. That's a good pick. All right, X, what do you got?
All right. Yeah. Hello, everybody. It's really great to be here, especially with my great panel here. Let's see here. I was for an 80s song. I had two things. One, it's a song I wanted, and then two, it's a song that's like actually my gameplay. So the first one that I wanted would be like Rebel Yell by Billy Idol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just be walking around with that kind of swag everywhere. In reality, with Gorefield and the kill counts that I have, it's a Horror Business by the Misfits.
Oh! You just won the night.
You know, there's too much horror business. You know, walking around at night. Psycho 78. My mirrors are black.
Yes. I missed
So that's the reality of the gameplay.
Sweet, man. That's great. CV, what do you got?
I'm CV Marshall. Good to be on the panel with everybody again. My two songs. Let me see. I follow in line with everybody. Kind of do a B. That would have been Duran Duran's "Notorious," the extended mix.
Nice.
And then maybe keeping with my character a little bit, and a little further south, In Excess's "Devil Inside."
Sweet.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Like kicking the door into that, you know, clearing the room.
I think the first time I heard them, what was the movie? Was it Lost Boys? I think I heard they had a track on that soundtrack. It's dope. It was dope. They were dope. Good picks, everybody. That's awesome. So I'm going to make a playlist and I'll share it with everybody. And we'll have some of the previous episodes as well. Let's get into game one. It's called Heat Stroke. All right. This game is where you have to pitch the worst idea you can think of to the settled systems. All right. The dumber, the more dangerous, the more bureaucratically cursed, the better. All right. So if your pitch sounds like something that Delgado would approve of, you're already losing. All right. So here are the rules. I'll throw out a dumb idea. I'm going to toss out a dumb idea to you guys, right? And then you're just going to, first thing that comes to your head, you're going to pitch me an even dumber one. All right? Let's see if this works. All right? First things that come to mind. Make my brain fucking stumble. All right? And if you do make my brain stumble, you may vape or vamp for 10 seconds. You can and just do it as hard as you can. All right. All right. My first, we're gonna go CVX Tommy and then Angry. All right. All right. I'm gonna put you on the spot, CV. All right. So I'm gonna give you a pitch, and then you're just gonna
shoot one back.
say whatever's on your mind. All right, ready?
Go.
Terramorph petting zoo.
Sea lays as chia pets. Chia.
What? Amazing. What was the first word?
Those giant things that eat the terramorphs. Yeah,
Aseles, yeah.
I love it.
Chia Sealy.
Love it. All right, X. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm ready.
Neon's Aurora brand for kids.
Aurora brand for kids. Make it readily accessible, and let's just change all the laws and Aurora brand for everyone all the time.
Awesome. All right, Angry. Ryujin cybernetics upgrades for cats.
Oh, make it where cats can speak to you telepathically, so they can remind you every 15 minutes that when the food bowl is 1% lower than maximum, it's time to be fed again.
That would be awesome. Awesome. I wish I had one for my dog. All right, Tommy, you ready?
I'm ready.
A Varun Youth Outreach Program. Convert a friend.
Terramorph domestication self-help course by me. You pay me, and then I tell you where to go get your Terramorph, and then I tell you through data slates how to make it your friend.
Nice. Absolutely great. Jay Duke in the chat says Aurora for kids as a sleeping aid. It's like Neon's Benadryl.
That's right. Just a little dose.
Come here, kid.
We'll just get some Chasm Bass oil extract.
Yeah. Jupiter, here's your Chasm Bass oil.
It's not Aurora.
Not yet.
It's awesome. All right, back to CV. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Round 2 in the chat's keeping score. All right, round 2. Crimson Fleet Daycare. Your kids will learn piracy fundamentals.
How to clear a room. Man, I just had a brain fart.
That's good. Clear a room and take the hostages.
Yeah. I just went nowhere. It started off and then it went nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Thoughts come and go, bro.
Yo.
Jay Duke says it's a patch, obviously. That's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes.
All right, we're going to come back to you, CVX. Are
Okay.
you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Neon's new reality show. So you think you can smuggle?
So you think you can smuggle? So we're gonna follow the Ranger side. We're gonna follow the Neon security side, and we're gonna follow the smuggler side, and we're gonna be able to shift all the different perspectives here. And the Neon security is gonna be so dumb they don't realize that we're following the smuggler side, and they could just track us that way.
Nice. Perfect. Angry. Sidonia's new tourism slogan, come for the dust, stay because you're trapped.
Oh man, I don't even know what to do with that one. Oh no!
Where's the wrong kind to clear a room?
Well, it's yeah. That one's a little close to home. Stay because you're trapped. I mean that's pretty self-explanatory. How to survive? I don't know how else to go with this. While trapped, they give you a course on how to survive with like a week's worth of rations for a month and a half. I have no idea. Got nothing.
Okay, neither do I. Tommy, ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
A settled systems wide ban on chairs. Standing is the future.
A settlement policy that should you fall over from a lack of chair, you become mayor for the next hour.
Sweet.
Free drinks.
Will not become mayor. CV.
Yo, let's see if I can get this right this time.
All right. What did I tell you? Crimson Fleet Daycare. Your kids will learn piracy fundamentals.
We're going to do this in the vein of Sesame Street. Jasper Cricks is going to be Oscar the Grouch. Sarah is going to be she's going to be Big Bird. And it's going to be full of PSAs, kind of in the vein of like G.I. Joe used to do at the end. So we're gonna end every episode with, you know, and knowing is half the battle. Something to that.
Cartoon was dope. Hey, brings up a good point. What's the guy's name from the baseball show? What's the baseball show on HBO? It's really funny. It's oh shit.
It's a baseball show. Joe Buck.
He's like a pitcher, and he's coming back, and he loves cocaine. And
Kenny Powers.
What's that?
Kenny Powers, Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
Kenny Powers. What? Hey, if you haven't seen that show, Eastbound and Down, a great song as well. You got to go watch that show. It's hilarious. But also, Kenny fucking Powers is writing a G.I. Joe movie, and it just got greenlit. I saw an interview the other day, and he's like, that was my jam. People had Star Wars. I had like Snake Eyes. And so, wow, who would have thought, right? Kenny Powers bringing the cocaine to the Joes. Right? Hey,
it'll only get better than the two that they did make.
Yes, I hope so. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Right. All right. Good job, guys. That was awesome. That was the first time we played that game, and you guys knocked it out of the park. All right. I got another thought about my parents. So I was headed to the shower, and my mom was kind of still rattled from our earlier encounter. She said, "What are you doing today? You need to get a job. You got any interviews lined up?" And I turned to her slowly, like De Niro about to deliver a monologue. And I said, "I'm going to do what I do best. I take scores, Mom. And you're going to do what you do best and try to stop guys like me." She blinks like her brain just hit a fucking loading screen. She says, "What? You're not making any sense." I say what I mean, Mom, and I do what I say. She tries to drag me back into reality. "Well, get a job. Your cousin works down at TG's Galactic Harvest Mod. Good insurance. Go see him." And then the nuclear. She went fucking nuclear and delivered this quote. She said, "Did that Todd Howard, did he do this to you?" My dad walked by, and his first words in weeks were, "Hoo-ha! That's you, right?" I said, "No, Dad, that's son of a woman." And he's like, "Well, he's in both." And I think by noon, we were all kind of feeling spiritually defeated. All right, game two. This, we're going to get deep here, right? NG plus or bust, Heat edition. In this universe, Neil McCauley isn't just a legend. He's alive, and he's out there. And his philosophy has carved itself into the settled systems. And if you feel the heat around the corner, you better be ready to roll into the next NG plus universe. All right. We're gonna go Angry, Tommy, CV, and X. All right. So Angry, here we go. we're gonna get deep here.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one rule you actually live by, even if you don't admit it?
No.
Arrow, it's the greatest.
We're doing it. We're doing this in game wise. Is this what we're doing this by?
You can do it however you would like.
Yeah. Any minor inconvenience, straight to Unity.
Any minor inconvenience, straight to the Unity. Is that
Straight
what
to
you
the
said?
Unity. Yes. Straight
That's
to the
awesome.
Unity.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I'm having some inconveniences right now. I'm trying to get to the Unity myself.
Straight to the Unity.
Yeah. All right, Tommy. What's the hardest truth you've ever had to accept about yourself?
That I'm flawed.
Nice. Truthful. All right. CV. What's the one thing you wish you could abandon but can't?
Oh. Jokingly playing Starfield. Seriously.
Takes a lot of my time. I'm sure it takes a lot of your time.
Yeah, I can't get away from my job.
Can't get away from your job.
Yeah, it's way too real, but that's the way it is.
Fair.
The way it is. X. If you met your NG plus self, what's the first thing you'd ask them?
Oh man, the first thing is, oh man, and it'd be like for my life here, or I guess in Starfield. Oh, I guess it's either or, huh?
Either or.
It'd be all the biological questions. Like, do you age? Do you even have to eat? Do you can you survive without a spacesuit? How far does personal atmosphere power go?
Nobody goes to the bathroom.
You know, there's like, what else can you do with these powers? You know, there's I had a lot of like the role play questions. I guess I have personally that I would like to know, especially about the aging and if like Core is trapped as a child forever. You know, I don't know.
That's great. Fair. That's a really great answer. You guys did great. We all got deep there for a sec. Here we go. We're going to go into game 3. Captains, it is the Red Mile Challenge.
Okay.
The Red Mile Trivia Championships. And over the next 4 months on Starfield After Dark, all the panelists on the shows will battle across universe to earn a coveted spot in the grand finale at StarCon 2 to go against the best of the best. And last year's Red Mile champions and record holders were trivia maestros. All right. Last year's prize, the grand prize was some amazing gear donated by Bethesda. This year, I have no idea what the prizes are going to be, but honestly, who cares? Because like I said last week, the real reward, the true prize is the ability to stand on an imaginary stage at StarCon 2 and say, I am the best of the best. I survived the Red Mile, even though Pedro was laughing at me the whole time. All right, so we're going to have 3 rounds, 1 question each. You have 10 seconds to answer the question, and the person with most points wins. If there's a tie, we'll go to a sudden death. Points for each round. We'll go round 1, 1 point, round 2, 2 points, and round 3, 3 points. So welcome to the Red Mile. Let's go. What did we start last time? Let's go Tommy, CV, X, and Angry. All right. Let me just pull up my screen here.
Hell yeah, I was ready, and then you said trivia, and I was like, man, fuck me. I'm like, fuck, that's not gonna go well. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best.
Swing it.
Yes.
Kid. Shoot from the hip.
I'm
Listen,
gonna get one right.
I'm not
That's all I'm
scared.
looking
You know
for.
what I'm saying? We're gonna
Yeah.
attempt this for sure.
I will say this: you will do better than last week's crew.
That's fair. That's fair.
They were
I'll get
terrible.
one. I'm at least get one.
You'll get some. You'll get some. All right, here we go. Tom,
I'm ready.
Tommy, name this side quest.
Okay.
I've received a distress call saying that a place called Crucible needs help.
It's
Is
oh, you're gonna give me options. Oh,
I'll
sorry.
give you options. Is it failure to communicate, ground pounder, worlds apart, or Operation Starseed?
I am like 90% sure it's Starseed.
Yeah, you got a point. That's cool.
I've never done
Hey,
it. I've never done that one. That's one of the clones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
that is my first one in every new game plus because I want that fucking Genghis Khan robe.
Bro, I need to do it. It's just like far on the
Oh.
map. And like if I get to level 8, it's a big deal for me. You know what I'm saying? Like so
Yeah,
like,
the follow-up encounters are amazing too. Like as he upgrades the ships and everything, it's so good.
oh, I need to do it.
Yeah.
I had it glitch out on me one time where he would follow me down to planet surface.
Who did?
Not get out of the ship. Genghis Khan. Yeah. Yeah, like every
That even
space battle I was in, he
Intimidating.
was there. He would follow me down to the planet. Oh, it was wild.
That's fucking
I
awesome.
love that. Amazing. All right, CV, you ready? Ready? So, which space station is the home base for the Crimson Fleet? All right, I'll give you some options. Is it the Eye, the Lock, the Den, or the Key?
Damn it.
The Eye, the Lock, the Den, or the Key?
I got a 50-50 on this.
Fif-
I'm gonna go with the key.
The Key is correct. You get a point. Great job so far. Listen, you've already scored more points than
everybody last
fourth place from last week
Wow. Okay. Even in the first round too.
in the whole game.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was great. It was great. They were hard. Some of these are going to be hard, but we'll see. This member, who were we going? Angry, right? No, X. This member of Constellation was a former smuggler and one of the first individuals recruited. Is it Visola Chen, Kadri Toma, Everardo Gil, or Darius Andres?
Oh man.
I'm gonna
Yeah. What those names one more time, please.
yeah. This member of Constellation was a former smuggler and one of the first individuals recruited. Your choices are Visola Chen, Kadri Toma, Everardo Gil, or Darius Andres.
I want to say my gut saying Chen, so I'm gonna go Viola Chen.
Oh, sorry, my man.
Oh, okay.
It's Everardo.
Oh,
Everardo.
Everardo. Okay.
The old Everardo Gil.
Mm.
And Jay's right. Some of these
Buttering us up.
might go for the jugular. I don't know if we're going to get there this game, but we might. We might. All right, Angry. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I'm going to spell this for you because I want to make sure that I'm saying this right. Chawla, Chawla, is a moon in which system? Is it Hawking, Cheyenne, Alpha Centauri, or Delta Pavonis?
Diane?
I'm sorry. No, it's Alpha Centauri.
Mm.
That was a hard one. That was a real hard. The last two were really hard. All right. Tommy, you ready? Back to you. This is round 2. Things are going to heat up a little bit, all right?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll put my sleeve up.
Awesome.
Aerodynamic.
All right. This is good. Ready? The Canuck Double Double is a reference to a common coffee order at which of the following Canadian food chains? Is it Harvey's, Mr. Sub, Tim Hortons, or Pizza Pizza? And all of those are real places.
Thank you, Reddit of all places, for showing me similar subreddits to other subreddits that I'm in. This one's because of the day job. Tangentially, not even tangentially, but somehow Reddit kept showing me pictures from this place because people are obsessed with it, but it's Tim Hortons for sure.
Yeah. Yes, it's Tim Hortons.
Hey.
He's on a
Thank you,
roll.
Reddit.
Oh man, he's on the board twice.
Twice. 3
He's running
points.
away.
3 points. That's really good. That's really good in this game.
It's like Wawa is talked about in this area, bro. They got a Wawa like 20 minutes from where I live, and everyone started freaking out. We got a Wawa. I don't even know what's cool about Wawa. I love Speedway. Shout out Speedway, but apparently Tim Hortons is the thing and up north. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's really, really great. I don't know where I'm. CV, are you ready? This is a tough one.
I'm sweating. Hold on.
This crewmate can be recruited after completing the mission Entangled. All right. Is it Raphael Agu? I'm going to spell it for you because I'm gonna mangle it. Raphael Aguero, Aguerro. Is it Marika Boros? Is it Tane Salavia or Hadrian Sonnen? This person can be recruited after completing the mission Entangled.
I don't even
Guerrero?
Can
Boros?
you repeat the names?
Yeah. Is it Rafael Aguero? Is it Marika Boros? Is it Tane Salavia? Or is it Hadrian Sonnen?
Oh man. Who said that? Jay is on fire tonight.
It was amazing.
What was the last one? I'm gonna go with that. I can't. I'm butchering that.
It's the first one. It's the one that I butchered. The name.
Raphael.
Yeah,
Raphael,
Raphael. Yep.
What mission is Entangled? Why am I drawing a blank on this?
The dual worlds. You're back and forth between universes.
Yep. Duh.
All right, X.
I'm ready.
Rupert Brackenridge's last autobiography, published on Earth before the departure of the ECS Constant, is called The Light of Stars, The Price of Destiny, The Learned Astronomer, or What If I'm Right?
I think it's The Price of Destiny.
It's close,
Oh.
but it is What If I'm Right?
What if I'm right? Okay.
Man, Tommy, those 3 points, they look good right now. They look good.
Come back in the
All right. And it's like tan colored, I believe, Jay. I think. All
Can I
right.
shout out, Jay, just because I've told people before when we talked about like seeing their pictures and stuff, love their artwork for Starfield. I saw them years ago whenever Twitter switched over or whatever, like shortly before I had stopped using that platform or whatever for other reasons. But I told people, I was like, I don't know if he's a real account. I think it's a bot account. Like the pictures are beautiful, but I don't know if he's real. And ever since then, I've seen the dude everywhere. He's a fantastic contributor. Again, I love his content, but I felt the need to recognize, even though Jay probably had no idea ever that I even questioned if that was like potentially a real human or not. I just felt the need, you know what I'm saying, to put that on the record that I really appreciate what Jay does for the community, and I've never interacted with them, so I wanted to tell them that.
Positive, supportive. He's here tonight. Like he's awesome. He's really awesome.
100 for sure. Yeah.
Angry. Are you ready?
Maybe.
Angry's turn. All right. Aliens scrambled. A breakfast dish made from alien blank and diced vegetables.
Jerky? Alien jerky?
It's not jerky. It's eggs. All right. This is round 3. This is no joke. This is make it or break it. If you guys, anybody who makes it, if Tommy doesn't get this, anybody who scores can tie it. We can go to sudden death.
Ooh, sudden death.
Really excited.
We're coming for you, Tommy.
I'm about to double this up. You know what I'm saying? It's like the ringer. That's what I am. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I got this. I'm ready. It's 4th and inches. I want the ball. You know what I'm saying?
This is tough. Which book starts with the following? Ever
fuck.
since Neil Armstrong first set foot on the moon in 1969. Is that book Tales of Time and Space, or actually Tales of Space and Time, Forever Among Stars, Among the Grab Jumps, or Story of the Heavens?
So all the characters that I play throughout all my chronic habitual restarter syndrome new characters, they are still similar enough to me where I'm only borderline literate enough to survive. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing it was the third option. I think the from the something, it had the word from in it. The third option of the 4 choices.
So we got Tales of Space and Time.
Yeah.
Forever Among the Stars.
Oh, okay. It's the second. That's one.
That
I think it's Forever Among the Stars.
All right, guys, you guys got a chance because the correct answer is Story of the Heavens.
Oh, Story of the Heavens.
Dang it.
All
I need to
right.
start reading
The door is open.
The door is open, right? All right, here we go. CV.
Yeah.
Your chance to tie. This item has the following effects. It slows time by 40% for 10 seconds. It's plus 40% ranged damage for 10 seconds. And it's plus 50% weapon accuracy for 10 seconds. Is it Ward, Storm, Stan, or Steve?
This is my stumped face.
It's a really.
I thought I had this.
Yes. Mental blockers.
Don't put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby.
There's some wizardry going on in Starfield After Dark right now.
Can you repeat that again? Okay, so we had
So that
perks, right?
Yep, we have this weapon, or actually this item has the following effects. It slows time by 40% for 10 seconds. It does plus 40% range damage for 10 seconds and plus 50% weapon accuracy for 10 seconds. Is it Ward, W-A-R-D? Is it Stan, S-T-A-N? Is it Storm, S-T-O-R-M? Or Steve, S-T-E-V-E? And those are all acronyms. Go what you got.
Steve.
Yep, you got it. We're going
Oh, you came through. Pulled it out.
That's amazing. That's so good. That's so good. All right. X, ready?
I'm ready.
Your chance to get into sudden death with these boys. Name this power. It resurrects a dead alien to fight alongside you for a duration. Name that power. I don't have any choices.
Yeah. Oh man. The ones I don't use.
Same.
Wait, you said it resurrects a dead like enemy, or you said dead companion?
Dead. It resurrects a dead alien to fight alongside of you.
Oh man.
That's time, man. Let's go. 5.
Parallel self.
What's
But
that?
it's not that. It's not parallel self.
Nope.
No.
It's alien reanimation.
Ah.
All right, Angry, your chance. This is your chance for glory. Here we go. This location is also known as the Party Mansion on Malheo 1. Is it the Den, the Victor Compound, the Sonder, or Sonny DeFalco's Island?
Sonny DeFalco's Island.
Yes. It's a 3-way tie. Ooh, this is amazing. I hope you guys are excited. This is for the chance to get into the finale. Let's go with Tommy. Worthless is a moon in which system? Is it Cheyenne, Newton, Hawking, or Delta Pavonis?
I'm gonna go with Delta only because it was an option earlier, and I was like, I'm gonna go with Delta, and it was wrong then, but
it's right now.
Oh. Fucking A! Are you serious? What?
Yes. Yes. Wow. Really? You've really come to play. You've really come to play.
I thought.
All right. CV.
Yo.
This crewmate is an ex-food critic who believes he has a reputation as a celebrity. Is it Rosie Tannehill, Simeon Bankowski, Lyle Brewer, or Mickey Caviar?
This dude looks like he hung out on top of the reactor in Chernobyl as it was melting down. He just creeps me out. I want to shoot him every time I see him. It's Mickey Caviar, but yes. Man, is he creepy.
Yes. Amazing.
That dude's not allowed within 200 yards of a school.
I was saying same shit. Yeah, literally, bro. Look at him.
All right. Angry. Who was the founder of Constellation? Aja Mamasa, Chloe Bao, Sebastian Banks, or Sir Malcolm Livingston?
Livingston?
I'm sorry. It's Sebastian Banks.
See, I didn't think he founded it, though. I thought he ran it for a while.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. All right, boys.
Livingston's pistol, if you got the parents trait.
Yeah.
All right. Tommy.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Okay.
Best of luck, bro.
This power allows the spacefarer to change the gravity around you to Earth gravity levels for duration. Is it elemental pull, gravity well, gravity wave, or earthbound?
I'm torn between two. I feel like one, because of the name, I want to pick it, but I feel like that's the obviously wrong one. You know what I'm saying? How tests work. The initial thought I had any day was the second option. You said the ground well or whatever.
Gravity well, yep.
Gravity well, yeah. Final answer
is.
Oh no, that was the final answer. Yeah, that was my final answer.
Oh no!
Or wait, are you Seacresting me? Are you just giving me a long pause before the fucking commercial?
I thought you were going to give your final answer.
Okay.
Your final answer is gravity. Well, that is incorrect. It is
D.
Earthbound. It's the It's one with Earth in the word.
No, you're
Earthbound.
right. I thought that was one maybe that made the skin. Like if you stand still, and there one that makes
That's
like
Moonform.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair
TV.
for sure.
All right.
Jay Duke with good advice. Don't overthink it.
I'm not gonna. I'm not even thinking right now. Thinking is
All right.
not what I'm doing.
This ship is the final reward for the Freestar Rangers faction quest line. Is it the Razor Leaf, the Stronghold, the Silent Runner, or the Star Eagle?
It is not the one that's named after the Mike and the Mechanics album, Silent Running. It's going to be the Star Eagle.
Yes, you are correct.
Oh, came from behind.
What a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
So, CV, you join George from Zero Period Productions
Right on.
in the finale, if you can make it, in January. All right. Pretty rad. And you'll be battling it out for.
I take my brothers with me. I'm gonna expect like some like peanut gallery. We're gonna have to set up like a.
Yeah, we'll get a buzzer going on or something. Yeah,
we'll have to send.
I got you. Yeah,
It will be deadly. It will be deadly. All right, one more. I got another line delivery for you guys. So I do Tai Chi, helps me with my brain. I'm trying to remember everything, right? And so my dad, I don't drive, so my dad took me. It's the only place he still believes I can't embarrass him because he doesn't know the 8 other people in the class, right? So I opened the door and I hit him with this. I said, Dad, I'm not going to make it. I can't feel nothing. NC-17, she's gone. Don't leave me like this, Dad. Please, Holmes, don't leave me like this. Now, my dad doesn't talk. And he stares at me for like a full minute, right? A full minute. And then in pure like Clint Eastwood minimalism, he just looks at me and he says, get out. But then he shocked me because he said a couple more words. He had like this savage quote. He said, if you take scores, take one on Indeed. They're hiring people who don't talk to their parents. Fucking savage. Savage. Peak fatherhood. Peak cinema. All right. Let's do the After Dark deep dive. We're going to go angry, or we're going to go X, angry, Tommy, CV. All right. I'm just going to ask you some questions. Answer them as best you can. All right. So, and some of these will repeat from other episodes. So Bethesda Game Studios on July 17th. Did everyone see that note? A note from Bethesda. And it talked about the future of Starfield and Fallout and all the good stuff. And so on July 17th, it released the note from Bethesda Game Studios. And within that note, they say they are preparing for the launch of new Starborn content next year. Give me your thoughts. What are we getting? Are we getting more like Terra Namara, or are we getting more like Free Lanes, or something totally different? X, Angry, Tommy, CV. What do you got?
So when they first started rolling out creations like Escape and The Perfect Recipe and the very first Vulture and that kind of thing, I thought that was going to be much more regular than it was. Especially because they were just like small enough contained missions that if they just piecemeal and fed it to me, I would eat it all up. You know what I mean? Just like that $5 at a time, whatever. I thought that we were going to get a lot of Escape like creations, and I didn't necessarily need the big grand DLC at the time. I thought we were going to get those to eat in between the big DLCs. But I do think we get at least one more, at least Terran Armada sized, mainly because there's still some open-ended stuff. Mainly Benjamin Bayou is not dealt with in the game. And that is an open-ended cliffhanger to me, considering how often he's referenced throughout everything, and then you just never deal with him again. So I feel like that's open-ended and has to get just handled. But then, yeah, I thought we would get lots of escape type missions and smaller piecemeal stuff. The perfect recipe that I would love for them to do. I don't need the huge big one, you know.
Same. I would like to see at least whatever they do, like you said, right? Like release, if they do smaller stuff, release a couple more. I'll eat it up, right? Angry, what do you think?
I really was hoping that they wouldn't deal with anything Starborn related with Starfield 1. I wanted it to kind of hang. So I'm kind of up in the air. Hopefully they keep it kind of bland still yet and leave it open-ended because, of course, I'm always hoping for more. And a second Starfield would definitely give us plenty more. So that's kind of what I'm hoping is they leave it open-ended. But maybe fill it in, introduce us to some other Starborn. That would be kind of cool. Maybe some new Starborn tech. I don't really use the Starborn powers, but I would love to see the availability of more Starborn powers because currently that's a restriction. Our only options to replace those as modders. So if they gave us a handful more, that would open up the possibility for possible replacements, whatever. That's just from a modder's perspective for the player base that do use the powers. But like I said, I'm hoping they leave it kind of bland and they don't try to seal anything down. Hopefully not as bland as the way they left Shattered Space. I felt like that was way too open-ended. I'd have liked a little more story there. I'm not saying I'm not complaining. I love Shattered Space, but
I think that's a valid note for them.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm just hoping maybe some new Starborn characters, maybe some new Starborn tech, maybe powers, and I'd be super satisfied with that.
I would love to see some new tech. Tommy, what do you think?
I'd say the last answer kind of and transition to me talking, that's kind of where I would pick up on what my assumption has always been on Starborn. I really hope and don't believe they would touch anything else about the past, about how Earth was ruined, how the first artifact triggered all that good stuff, everything that you go through the main quest, right? I hope that they don't make any of that redundant or try to expand on that because I think that that's done well. What I think and hope that Starborn is going to be, because I also kind of like what Angry was saying, don't think they should give us a definitive story on a new game plus mechanic that's optional, right? Not just because it's a mechanic that's optional that people like me will literally never experience, because I've literally in the like thousands of hours of playtime, I have maybe like 40 minutes in a new game plus combined. So like some people would never touch that. So I don't think, and I think Bethesda knows that. And that was the point, in my opinion, of the game, is to give the players that autonomy, right? You get to choose. Do you want to stay here with everything you've done, or do you want to keep doing this loop for the powers, whatever your reason is? What I hope they do with Starborn is, like you guys were saying at the end, give more options. So maybe give different types of encounters, different types of chance happenstance on planets, in space, whatever. That also includes new apparel, maybe new technology, new weapons, land vehicles even. And I think that there could be some sort of tangent story within that hooks something bigger, something more. I just hope that they don't try to add anything definitive to the beginning or the end, because to me, that's why I love this game so much. The beauty of this game to me is it's literally, this is what's happened, and it's up to you to decide entirely how your character continues forward from that point right there.
Yeah. Good points. Great. CV, what do you got?
I don't know how to follow him up. Way to go, Tommy. You took everything out of it. That's a good summary. I remember listening to a couple of podcasts, they trademarked the name. Wasn't that maybe not even a year into the game release that they actually trademarked that name? And like Jay said, Todd likes his aloofness, and trying to keep things in gray matter. So I don't know if Starborn is just a place marker. I definitely would like to see something a little bigger. But like Tommy said, I mean, I've got my main guy I jumped through the Unity and did a pre-save so that I could go right back to it. I probably have got another in my own head space, maybe another 6 months to a year inside just my first universe, right? I'm just having way too much fun doing everything in that.
Yeah.
But I could see them expanding on what is, not to kind of fringe on Tommy, but going into more of, where did everything come from? The history, but not making that part of a story element, not saying that we got to go back to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But making that maybe something comes into the settled systems that is a little bit more tangential to what the creators were. And then I'm still stumbled, every time I come up on I just did it again a couple of nights ago. There's these it's a quasi POI in my words. It's like a natural archway, and there's it's like this ring of bones, right? And it's like this giant serpent thing.
Yes.
I don't know. I still, and that I don't know that that's ever been answered. Now I haven't done a real deep dive, so maybe you guys can enlighten me. But I keep finding these giant serpents that are, petrified bones all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see something along those lines. What's that all about?
I love that POI. It's so cool.
Yeah, I like taking pictures. I like going up in the or raising up behind my guy or over the guy and doing an aerial shot there. I love that.
Babylonia says, I want a random Unity and Barrett's doubles continuity. That would be cool, man.
Ooh.
That's such a good idea.
Great idea, yeah. I love
it. It would be, but the worst part about that is you'd have to force most of your player base to interact with it somehow, because if it was a new game plus thing, there are very few that do the new gameplay. So you would have to force them into it somehow. It would have to be like Entangled, more or less. I think that's the only way you could pull that off. Because I'd love to see it too, but like Cyber said there, it would take a huge team, but you would also have to force the player base into it.
Yeah. Yep, you would. All right. More than half of Bethesda's note on Starfield focuses on the modding community. I think it was almost 3/4 of the note focused on this in the Starfield part, focused on the modding community and creations. What do you think we can extrapolate from that emphasis, right? What do you think they're trying to say with that note? Because it really was a love letter. I felt like a love letter to creations and modding and whatnot. Let's go X, Angry, Tommy, and CV.
I guess to me, it's like a signal of some self-awareness that, Skyrim came out in 2011 and it is still getting, there's so many mods every single day for it. And there's I've played mod lists with 4,000 mods all running at the same time. And that's what's kept its longevity. And they know the exact same thing with Fallout, and Starfield was the one that actually was, I feel designed with it more in mind than anything. like what we just talked about with this new game plus mechanic. It solved my biggest gripe as a longtime Skyrim player, is having to go through Bleak Falls Barrow again every single time. I've done Bleak Falls Barrow 20,000 times testing mod orders. You know what I mean? And like, it's probably not even hyperbole. I've probably done it that many times. And it's like, by being able to, I'm the opposite, where I've New Game Plus probably over 60 times, because I'm testing new mods and lord orders. And I love that I could just spend 40 minutes collecting the artifacts and just hop in. And I don't have to lose all my stats and perks, because in Skyrim, when I would restart, I would set all that up anyway to where I was. And they targeted, I feel like they seeing me and what my needs and wants with that. And Starfield's a lot of people said it was empty, but I think us and a lot of the fans, especially early when it got the most hate, and then now that people are starting to see the vision, is that it was the ultimate sandbox that is built to be filled in, you know. And so I think Starfield was made to be modded even more so than the other games. That's in the design focus from the start, I think. So I'm glad that they are aware and are, you know, telling people they're aware, I guess.
Awesome. What about you, Angry?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what he said, I absolutely agree with. I'm new to all this. You know, Starfield's my first Bethesda game, my first modded game. You know, loved it so much that I learned how to mod, and here we are now. And that's absolutely what it feels like. They gave us a good base story. I don't care what people say when they call it empty. You just ain't been out there exploring enough. I'm probably 4,000 or 5,000 hours in at this point, and I'm still finding new things. Every time I log into the game, I'm finding something new. Some new little something I never noticed before, or something I didn't ever see before. And yeah, so it's insanely expansive, but you know, they've gave us, like I said, they gave us a sandbox with a good base story and characters and all of that. And now they've left it up to the modders, not to finish their game, but to make the game that they want to see, because, you know, somebody else is going to feel the same way that you do. That's the reason why there are mods with buku downloads, because people agree with the idea that you did the work, you threw it out there, and they love it and they're using it. And that, like, you know, like you said, that's going to be the longevity of this game. It will be probably even longer. I mean, unless they drop a second one within the next decade, it'll be much like Fallout and Skyrim. It'll be, you know, a decade and a half, 2 decades of people still banging out awesome content for it in the same sandbox.
I think, you know, I'm 52, and so I'll be 64 or older when part 2 comes out. So I'm here for you, modders. I'm here. Let's go.
100%.
Tommy, what do you got?
If a short story, I'm like Treebeard. You know what I'm saying? Anything worth saying is worth taking your time to say it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to like Bethesda saying something about supporting the modding community, and that's something that I see all the time. I talked about Reddit earlier. You see it on YouTube. People talk about like paid mods, free mods, this, that, and the other mods. Bethesda should have made it all perfect, yada, yada, yada. So like a question that was asked to kind of bookend too, a question that was asked at the beginning of the show, what's a life motto that your character lives by, that you live by as well? And my answer would have been for that, when, you know, faced with adversity, focus your creativity and build something. That's what I try to do in real life. That's what I do in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love building outposts. That's what my character does, is build outposts. When I'm stressed in real life on the sticks, what am I doing? More than likely building an outpost, having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Or building a brand, a company, whatever you're trying to do in life, right? So focusing those emotions, that creativity, is good when it comes to building, when it comes to modding specifically, right? Most of the people that are even tangentially aware of like who I am or math productions or anything like that, they don't know necessarily that actually started as I'm a TTRPG company. I'm a commissioned miniature painter. I do digital battle maps and stuff like that for Dungeons and Dragons, shit like that, right? But I had made videos about that and live streams about that. I got content on my website, all that stuff, right? That's what it was for. But I started playing Ark Survival, right? And I was stressed during COVID. So what I started learning how to paint, got into that, community created math productions. That's where that comes from in the short version, right? But then I started playing Ark Survival. I love building. The building in Ark Survival for me was peak. Like that was it. That's what I loved. The dinos was cherries on top, but the building was so good. My buddy Bailey, RIP my buddy Bailey. Only side note on that is tell your people around you that you care about them. You know what I'm saying? You can't always see when people are going through stuff. But he told me, bro, if you like the building in Ark, bro, you should try Fallout 4. Have you ever played a Bethesda game? No, bro. I've never once touched a Bethesda game. My first video game ever was Doom, so I don't know if that counts, but like I ain't never played a Bethesda game, you feel me? He said you should try out Fallout 4 for the building. So I tried out Fallout 4. I was like 400 hours into that game before I ever played it without a mod. You know what I'm saying? I was on console, on my phone, on the Game Pass. First game I ever had access to mods, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting all the fucking mods for my 2 gigabytes of available load order. You know what I'm saying? And so I was having so much fun with that, right? And then mods come out for Starfield, right? So for like 8 months to a year, I had been making videos on YouTube for Ark Survival. I had stopped for almost like a year, hadn't made anything at all, right? No activity on the channel at all. Only maybe like 190, 200 subs at the time through all the TTRPG stuff, the Ark stuff, through like 3-4 year period. That's where the channel was at, right? And so mods come out for Starfield, and I already fucking loved everything about Starfield. Like for everything I love about Fallout 4, Starfield is the positive version. And for most people that have interacted with me, you could probably assume I'm gonna want to choose the optimistic outlook as opposed to the pessimistic outlook. So Starfield mods come out. Fuck yeah, I'm back on Starfield. You know what I'm saying? And I love the mods so much. Shout out Old Bard and Ghost Rider 231. Those were the first videos that I made coming back to content creating, and it was solely because as much as I love the game, what these individual humans that are just like me, you know what I'm saying? They love this game just like me. This company ain't paying them to do this. They're doing this on their own time, on their own dime, from their own passion and creativity. They're putting this stuff out there, and it's really fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? So I come back a year later from making videos, fast forward like 2 years later now, you know what I'm saying? And shout out people like Bubbles in the chat, you know what I'm saying, that are directly propping up and supporting Math Productions as members and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything that the channel has today is entirely because of me talking about the work that people like X and people like Angry and people like so many other people have.
You're forgetting to include yourself, sir.
Yeah.
But that's brand new. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was getting to at the end of this. For as much as I love showing off my homies' work, anybody who's watched any one of my mod review videos knows, if nothing else, I really enjoy the work that I'm talking about right there. And I acknowledge it's not my work. It's someone else's work that I'm talking about or whatever. I haven't uploaded regular mod videos now in like 3 months. So anybody new to the channel in 3 months probably thinks I'm just some scrub shitty unverified mod author that's put out 2 mods of note or whatever. You know what I mean? And not even of note, but like, no, what I'm saying is though, modding to me, if you ever try to ask me how I feel about modding, it will never be anything other than it's fucking awesome. I support it in every single form or fashion. If people want to make their mods paid, fuck yeah, let them be paid and let consumers fucking pay for the artwork that is being created for them, because that's who it's for. It's for the people that are getting it. And you know what? If you don't like a paid mod, cool. I've done battle maps that are fucking trash. I've ruined mini paints before. You know what I'm saying? That happens sometimes. Reach out to Bethesda support, and they're super cool for genuine circumstances to give genuine refunds on the credits that were spent, if it even got to that point. It's not any deeper than that. It's no bigger deal than that. It doesn't doesn't need to be a bigger drama than that. Like at the end of the day, when you're talking about creative people putting their passion into something that they're making tangibly accessible to every other person that ever visits that platform until it's shut down or they take that work down themselves, it will always have my respect. It'll always have my support. Whenever I'm done obsessing over the story I want to tell in and quest mods, you know what I'm saying? Guess what I'm gonna be back to doing on the channel? Talking about all the mods. Shout out Tank Girl. They just put out a brand new paid mod. It's fucking NCR Ranger outfits in Starfield. Do you know how hard it's been for me not to talk about that? I've been waiting for that buddy to come out. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm super excited to get back to showing off my homie's work, because modding for me, that's why I stick with this game. That's why I support Bethesda. I don't care what should have been in the game, could have been in the game, yada, 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 yada. I love the skeleton that was given and all the fat that the players have put on the bones. You know what I'm saying? It's eating good, and I'm very happy with where it's at and where it's going.
Awesome. Thank you. What about you? What about you, CV?
I have to try to follow Tommy up again. Why?
No, I know I'm like a hippie Yoda, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you said everything that I feel. I'm not a creator, but
you are though. You throw your stuff up on you know. I think that's what I love about the Starfield community, right? Like, you got people who are doing mods, you got people who are taking snaps and throwing them up in an artistic way. You got people doing fan fiction. Lilo Lucius is doing fan fiction that is incredible, and there's so many. Like, people are doing all sorts of like this artistic and creative stuff. And it's all, everybody has one thing in common, right? Like, it's Starfield, and that's really
cool. We've all mentioned it. We've all mentioned the sandbox or the skeleton that was created, and you know, the hate or the negativity that came out, you know, mid release. I didn't get into the game until a year into it, and I mean, I had to fight through all of the negativity of it. It's my second one. I had done Skyrim for like 7 years. And then my freaking Xbox crashed with that game on it. So that's sitting in a box someplace to try to get salvaged at some point. But, you know, to the actual people that are modding and furthering this, I really think Bethesda has set this up to be kind of a what do you want to call it? Tapestry or a painting that we are the creative drive behind it. They're going to give us these little nuggets every now and then, in my opinion. But I think the modding community and the people that are buying it, I mean, I appreciate it too. There are things like I don't even know. You know, I started out playing video games on like Intellivision 2 and the Commodore 64 and 128. And to think like back then, and bring that forward to like you guys who are actually creating, you know, viable stories and game mods, I'm like, that blows my mind. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. But that, I think, is the beauty of this game. And you know, it's not a multi-person game, it's an individual game, but this community is pretty awesome and pretty connected.
It's pretty rad, pretty special. Hey, I'm gonna throw this question out to everybody. Like, if you don't have anything, it's fine. But I just want to ask. Like, they did say like creators have earned over $10 million in royalties. So that brings my to that makes me wonder. Like, how does that relationship change? Does it change the relationship between Bethesda and the modding community, right? Like, do you think that they will invest more in the modding community because it's become so viable for them to do so? Like, they have, I'll give, for example, like they have the, you know, verified creator program, right? And from what I understand, there's an actual program.
Okay, so I could certainly talk because I'm in the verified creator program, and I've been modding the game and other games for quite a while. So there's there's a lot to this. Something like there was always one thing I want to get into people's minds too is there's always a massive cost with just from time investment at work, but also sometimes with like asset creation and that kind of stuff, even for free mods. And also Nexus mods will pay you for your free mods.
Really?
If you opt into their donation points program, you get paid per unique download. I am not under NDA with them, so I can absolutely say that and talk about that kind of stuff. But people talk about no compensation when there's absolutely is monetary compensation directly from Nexus mods for free mods. People argue that donations could supplement something like the paid mod program, and as someone, the issue is not that people don't donate; it's that it doesn't necessarily trickle down. It's like there's the major important ones like Serrano Dialogue add-on or engine fixes or you know what I mean, stuff like that, which deservedly should get the donation dollars first. But the thing is, they get everyone's donation dollars first. So if there's other mods that even maybe even important or vital to a load order or something, people don't get that. I've personally probably gotten for Starfield mods, I'd say I've gotten 6 direct donations through Nexus.
Okay.
And that's people reaching out to me directly to do that. The other side of it, verified program, I am under NDA, so I have a lot of trepidation about what I say about it. What I can say is that like Starfield made all its money back just in pre-orders, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they made all the money back before it even released. So like everything else is just all gravy. Let's keep it going. But they're also not going to make new games if it isn't making anything either. Yeah. So like that if this is the new ecosystem they want to do, you know, I think one, it actually does benefit mod authors more directly because the argument for donations actually isn't. It's really not an argument.
do you think they'll put into place something that will help modders, to flourish more, to create more? I think it was Wicked Gaming who was on, and he was talking about needing certain tools that people don't have right now, or animations, whatnot. Do you think Bethesda will go deeper, I guess, with mod authors and provide them with better tools to make even greater mods? And anybody can answer.
You know, I think I don't want to like hog the conversation. It's just yeah, I think they absolutely will, but it really comes down to like a business perspective, like how they have to devote an entire employee how much time their entire work thing, and then there can't just be a team of 1, so it's a 3, and then how much should they earn a year? I believe they should earn as much as possible. So what, like $80K a year for employees times 3 and that's only 3 people to support all of us. So it's really a monumental thing, and then like it comes down to dollars and cents, which we have to be mindful of them. For them, if we just want them to do all this stuff for free and they're not getting enough to operate, how can we get another DLC or another Elder Scrolls or all this? Sure. What I mean, there needs to be like, there's just a give and take that happens. That of course happens. It's just they want to support us, but how much can they? Are they just taking a full-time dev away from Elder Scrolls or Fallout 5 or Sure. It's like an actual employee, as they have to devote people to that. So just as like a company, you're paying that person's salary for that. It just has to make sense, which I think it should, but I'm not running it. I don't know the numbers. So
That was going to be my only shrewd assumption is if I put my mind honestly in the seat of Bethesda, what would I do? The amount of money that the creations program is making me as a company would have to not just proportionally, but like substantially measure up to the amount of money that I'm making just on the game and my own in-house DLCs. Otherwise, I'm not going to give an extra penny outside of what I've already budgeted and accounted for, because that's why I've budgeted and accounted for it, is I already have that in place. I would assume from that stance, the only way that extra or additional resources for modders might become available is twofold. One, like I said, the money would have to somehow be so astronomically worth it that I'm actually, like X was saying, gonna devote the overhead to paying the employee through all the, you got to remember too, the HR process. You got to have the background, the hiring, the insurance, not just the hourly rate. You know what I'm saying? Before I'm going to dedicate anything extra, the money has to be worth it coming in. And two, enough of the biggest fish in that sea have to be in accord and asking me directly for what they want. Again, otherwise, I'm not going to devote any additional money or thinking resources outside of what I've already budgeted and planned for within my big picture for this project.
Is there an avenue? Is there an avenue for that for modders to connect with Bethesda and have a dialogue about what is needed to create different style mods?
They told me no to a blue check, so I got no idea. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to. X is the only one who could answer that.
I just can't talk about it.
I know.
Yeah. No. But one of the things that
I wish I could. I just can't.
Yeah.
that caught me with their letter, their memorandum, whatever you want to call it, is that they called out the amount of money they have paid towards creators. And while, I mean, that is a very large number, right? But I think that was also, to me, it read that it's a recognition because everybody, this is a new program, right? Mm-hmm. The verified creation program, the verified creator program is different than the creation club of days past, right? That was Bethesda paying an individual to do the content, and it was Bethesda after that. They're the ones that published it. They're the ones that kept it, maintained it, all that fun stuff. So this is completely new. This is groundbreaking in a lot of ways. And that's a really large number, especially on a program that's just getting started up. And to me, it felt more like an acknowledgement of, well, you know, this is doing a lot better than what we really anticipated. I mean, I think they expected to make money from it, but I think it made a lot more than what they were anticipating. You know, because everything is a percentage, right? And the number they gave you is what they paid out to creators, right? So there's a percentage there that follows behind that. Now, Bethesda keeps part of that, and then so on and so forth, because it's the whole business model. It's, you know, everybody gets money. But I mean, just imagine that. Just try to think about that when you see that number. It's pretty hefty, right? You know, because everybody's already taken their cut.
I agree, it's hefty. I read it, though, to be fair, that's the one area where the cynic came out of me when I read their statement, because I didn't read it as, oh, look at how much money this program made us. It was, to me, where I was talking about how that program has to proportionally equal a substantial enough amount. I think it was a good amount, not to that level. I think it was them covering up for saying, hey, look, I know you guys think that this might have enough weight to change the course of what we're doing, but no, look at all the money we gave the creators. So as much as you guys want to say it's a bad idea to have these mods, look at how much money these creators would have made otherwise not made. And I think that is a substantial fact that should not be overlooked or downplayed. But again, from the shrewd, cynic business stance of me, it's a PR positioning of saying, hey, look, I know I'm making money off of this, but look at how much money I paid them for their work. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because they got some extra McDoubles. You feel me? So
I mean, there's a large PR presence throughout the whole note, right?
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it. That's good business. You know what I'm saying?
And to me, it almost felt like, you know, somewhat of a casting call, right?
Yeah. yeah, like you could be a part of this too, bro. You could get this money too.
Because I mean, you think about it. Originally, early on, there were a lot of modders that were really into Starfield, and then when they felt like they weren't getting support, they stepped away. And well, dollars speak. We all know that. So, you know, you throw out something like that and go, you know, hey, this is what we paid out. You know, hey, why don't you come back in and check this out? I mean, it's a possibility, you know.
But yeah, but people you do get paid on Nexus too if you opt in.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing. A lot of people don't. A lot of mod users don't even quite realize is that Nexus actually does pay pretty well actually for downloads too. So just because it's free doesn't mean there's zero compensation.
Yeah,
so
it's just not. It's a completely different structure though.
I've never been to the website. So you're saying like as both a player and a creator, it might be worth it to go check out Nexus and learn more about it?
Well, I mod tons of different games, and Nexus has mods for Bannerlord and Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate and all kinds of other games too.
I knew that.
But yeah, Nexus is absolutely amazing, especially for Starfield and Bethesda games. Yeah, I would definitely say check it out.
Nice.
All right, as a panelist for Starfield After Dark, we're going to create for StarCon. We're going to have a Hall of Fame, right? A mod Hall of Fame. We're going to we've been nominating mods for I think at least 4 or 5 episodes, and so we're going to go all the way to December, and then we'll put it to a vote. We'll like throw out like 15, and then the top 15, and maybe go down to like 4 or 5 that get into the mod Hall of Fame. First Modders Hall of Fame 2027, right? And so as a panelist, you guys each nominate one mod for the Mod Hall of Fame. Tell us what your nomination is and why it deserves a nomination. X, Angry, Tommy, and CV.
Well, I always go back to this because it's it affects my gameplay like the most often. Is I love Gorefield. I think like Gorefield drastically changes just my gameplay overall, and I enjoy it so much. And like poking a hole in somebody's spacesuit, and then they get squeezed out of the hole, and then they're just goop, or you're running around with a shotgun. It's just so impactful. So that mod, I think, just because of how often I see it on screen, which is constantly, probably Gorefield. Yeah.
Nice. How about you, Angry?
This is a tough question because I consider myself a connoisseur of mods because I like supporting all my fellow creators. Oh man.
It is a tough question.
Because I know I'm trying to think of one that I know that's not going to instantly be listed because there's a handful of big ones that somebody's going to throw out there. Probably Galactic Harvest. I know that's still one of the bigger ones, but that's because I know more than likely where Tommy's going to go. I got a feeling I know where CV's going to go. And of course, I mean, I know somebody's bound to have already said Dark Star. I would be shocked if that didn't actually happen. So I'm going to go with Galactic Harvest.
Nice. That's a good pick. Yeah, Dark Star's got a couple votes. I think Xenomaster is in the lead right now with votes.
Yeah,
that's fair.
It is.
So I do want to shout out Raven, much love, but also X, bro. Do you know how much I loved that content creator appreciation hat skins mod? I didn't even know you knew who I was, bro. And it was through another conversation that somebody was like, bro, I saw your hat. Like, what are you talking about? But anyway, much love. That is a fantastic choice. Obviously, I'm the Xeno ambassador, so if I had to choose one mod blindly, what would I choose? It would be that one. But to break the norm, I'm going to go with my constantly mentioned second place one, because as much as I love outpost building, and Betamax is definitely that dude. You know what I'm saying? As much as Wicked, all them, Old Bard with Bard's Outpost Recruitment Beacon. It was my first video back on YouTube after a year gap, coming back to talk about the mods at Starfield and what they do for the game. People want to talk about how awesome Fallout 4 settlement building is, only because you get fucking settlers. If it wasn't for those settlers coming in and assigning them beds and giving them jobs and looking at what you're building come to life through those settlers, no one would care about it half as much as we do. It's still fantastic building, just like Ark. But why is Fallout 4 building better than Ark? Because you got settlers. Bards, Outpost Recruitment, Beacon, Terminal, whatever it's renamed to now. I don't care if you do the free one, the achievement. It should be in your load order. It should be a first ballot gold jacket without question, in my opinion.
Nice. Thanks. CV, what do you got?
Same guy, two mods. King Gath with Watchtower.
Yeah.
For me, harkening back to like adding to the story content, right? These are things that, like, when I stop and think about it, it blows my mind that somebody came up with this, that's sitting, down at a computer, whatever you want to call it, and doing this of their own, right? And then McLaren's, because I think Bethesda went and copied that, kind of in the free lanes, with like the new weapons perk add-ons and such. That original idea of, talking, I keep two separate containers on my ships for stuff that I'm just going to take back to wherever I can, track Jason down and have him him and the little rope buster rip shit off weapons to mod and then turn around and sell. Those are my two.
Nice. Those are great picks, guys. Thank you. Thank you for talking about Starfield. All right, my last interaction with my parents. All right, this happened in the garage later in the day, and my mom asks me to move some stuff in the garage, and I turn to her to be as dramatic as I can be, dramatic as hell. I say, "Mom, this isn't my operation. I have tactical command that supersedes your rank. You will walk away." And she just goes nuclear, and she storms off. She's telling my dad, and he's as silent as a monk who's given up on earthly attachments and also on me. You know what, though? I'll say this. That night at dinner, my mom hits me with the most like mom quote line imaginable. She says, "Pedro, is Charlene coming to dinner? Should I set a place?" And I cracked up and I just said, "Mom, Charlene isn't real." And she gives out this big sigh and she says, "Well, then let Charlene leave you, dear, because I would, and I barely know her." All right.
Oh, roasted.
All right. Let's go to the captain's log. Listen, we're gonna go. Where are we at? We're gonna go. Angry Tommy CVX. Tell us where people can find you. Tell us what you're up to. Tell us about your projects, what you got going, what you got cooking. Let us know where you're at. Tell us about yourself. And I think I said, what did I say? Angry Tommy CVX.
All right, I'm Danger Mechanic. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Discord. Occasionally, I will venture into the world of Reddit. I hate it there. And any other social platform, all under the Angry Mechanic. Of course, on the Bethesda, the mod page for Bethesda for Starfield. I've got a handful of mods there. I've got some on Nexus, and currently I am working on unbridled ADHD is what it equivalent. I've got a POI, massive POI mod I'm working on right now. It's been my hyper focus the past couple days. Well, actually, it's been over a week now. I've got some player homes I'm working on, some ship part stuff I'm working on. So, yeah, staying busy,
Awesome.
So
that's dope. Tommy.
Oh yeah. So again, I'm Tommy. My company is Math Productions, MADTH. If you put in Math Productions anywhere on any platform, for the most part, you'll find a account. The only where or place where you'll find me active though is YouTube and Reddit primarily. Discord a little bit, primarily to be fair, the Dark Star Discord. There's a couple other ones like the Verified Creator Discord, OG Tennessee's Discord, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple other ones that I'm in that are Starfield specific for sure, but the easiest catch-all to catch a bunch of people, including myself, probably going to be the Dark Star Discord, to be fair. It's like a central hub, you know what I'm saying? But what am I doing? What am I working on? What am I about? Kind of like what I've talked about for the past hour and a half, right? You know what I'm saying? I just love this game. I love what the people who play this game create for this game, whether it's mods, whether it's pictures like Jay's, you know what I'm saying? Again, I thought that dude was a bot. That dude is real though. So, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I absolutely love Starfield. So what will you find in reference to Starfield from me? If you go to my YouTube channel, if you see where I'm at on Reddit, anything like that, I'll just be talking about Starfield. I'll be talking about my homies mods. I'll be talking about cool quest lines. I'll be showing off awesome builds. I don't think many people, if anyone, builds the way that I do, to be fair. I don't know if I'm good at building Starfield outposts, but I do think I'm pretty unique in it, and I ultimately am happy with the end results for sure. But that's what you'll find. Most recently, I have dabbled a little bit in making my own mods. The Humble Devils AIO is available. It takes the foundation within the foundation, right? Xenomaster within Starfield, and it grabs people like X and a ton of people in the chat right now. And it's just my way of trying to give us a fun story that we can be represented in, through, a part of, whether it's a weapon that's dope AF and it's named after you. X has a gold 45. You know what I'm saying? Go help Mawara out. You're going to find that. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, it's just because I love to create and I love what other people are doing. They inspire me. They motivate me. And that's what you'll find if you find me anywhere out and about on the webs, right? You'll just see me carrying on and continuing on this same mental rant that I'm going through right now verbally with y'all.
Love it.
Right on.
CV?
I'm just the gamer guy. Where am I? I'm in the greater DC area. That might be a little too much real life. It is for me. It's right across the river from me. It stinks. But I just play. I'm on Discord. I do have an Instagram account. I alluded to it earlier in the show. My job, my work life is pretty all encompassing, and Starfield is my random weeknight escape, and definitely on the weekends where I can get away from the location that I'm at in this greater DC area, and then just dive in and reap the benefits of the three of you guys, and the stuff that you're putting out there. I've started to dabble with the idea of maybe getting Pedro's been trying to get me to join that Twitter or whatever it's called.
Come back.
Yeah, I'll probably get a little bit more active over the next few months, but I'm just the guy on the couch playing the game.
Nice. I'll say this about X, and it is when I first logged on, and I think that like the algorithm didn't know what I liked. It was super disturbing. Like it was just violent and just fucking porn and all this crazy crazy stuff, right? And then but I've got it now where it's almost entirely Starfield. So it's pretty rad, and I think there's a pretty rad community in there if you find it. Jay Duke is in there, Stash, a bunch of people in the chat. Yeah, it's pretty rad, the community there, and it's really a lot of positive people, right? A lot of positive people. If you venture outside of Starfield, it gets wild. Gets so I put my my blinders on. What about you, X?
Okay, and just to be clear, you're talking about X as in Twitter, not me.
Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah, yeah. Twitter.
Yeah. I'm up to a whole lot, I guess. I stream Starfield just about every night if I'm not just like too busy modding. I do that on YouTube. I did just start up a Patreon to release dev builds and that kind of stuff. I'm very active on Discord and and Nexus actually. Yeah, I'm super active on Nexus. So if you have any issues with anything, what I'm up to, I have so many mods in the works. I think last time I checked, I think I have like 119 Starfield mods.
Damn.
And some of them are really tiny, some of them really big, but I'm essentially deving them all at the same time. So I'm always feel like I'm behind in little tweaks and updates and that kind of stuff. But lately, there's a hair mod that is hopefully coming out on Creations. Once I can get that fully pushed through, there's going to be 36 new hairs on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. That will be a paid mod. I've been working extensively on AISS, AI Settled Systems. It has extensive awareness systems, and I have actions working now, inventory, equipping. That mod is getting absolutely insane, so that's where I spend most of my time. On the flip side, I also have a second gigantic mod coming called Settled Systems at War. And then what this is, it's available on my Patreon right now. It's in the hands of a few beta testers, but I essentially went out to build like a mini 4X space simulation within Starfield. What I currently have, I have all the factions expanding out in the star map. They take other star systems. It shows the faction ownership in the star map. They fight each other. They simulate battles. There's prosperity, security, loyalty systems for each individual system. There's 4X investments you can do to do garrisons, to increase intelligence reports. There's battle summaries. There's the deathmatch systems. You could spawn fights. You could do 25 on 25 on 25 on 25. They'll all fight. It will all track to the influence systems and security. The mod's gigantic, so like, but that's all the stuff that's currently working. And I just recently did a peace, alliance, and war, and like a temporary truce system. So you can, my goal is like, I want Bannerlord sieges and stuff mixed with Grand Theft Auto 5 gang wars, right?
Nice.
For that, mixed with Stellaris 4X systems and building up garrisons and stuff, because there's a whole rebellion system if you don't dump money into the star systems and that kind of thing. And then also try to get that to work in Papyrus, which is my biggest bane of my existence right now, because Papyrus does not allow multi-threading, so I have to run like hundreds of functions one by one. So that's like the big thing for me. But yeah, Settled Systems at War is like the big one. And then I also, that will fully integrate with AISS, which already works now. So you can like tell an NPC, hey, we're going to start expanding into these different systems, and like Delgado will be like, oh, the last battle we had 50 people die, and that will be the numbers correlated from the last battle and all that stuff. I have all that working already, so that kind of stuff. So big things, it's just a lot of testing, and the mods are so big it's hard to test.
Yeah.
But yeah, hair mod coming soon, paid, and then Settled Systems at War. And then AISS coming along. I did Starcade too. I don't know if you saw Starcade. So we can play Doom in Starfield with Starcade. That's already released. All that. So yeah, I'm deving that. But that's mostly back burner. It's all Settled Systems of War AISS right now. So.
You just melted my fucking brain with awesomeness, and then finish it up. Yes, I got the hair mod coming out. What? No.
Yeah.
I need your Patreon. I need your Patreon link, bro. I need your Patreon.
Yeah.
Where can people find you the most? Like, where can people find you for updates on all that?
I mean, I'm very active on Discord for sure. In that Dark Star Discord, I'm in a bunch of other Starfield ones. I have my own other Discord too, but I could maybe post some links or something. Patreon for sure. And then Nexus is really easy to reach me. I'm on Nexus every day. So like you can just drop a comment. You can send direct DMs on Nexus too. I'm very available just because it's like it bugs me if somebody like has an issue with their mod because I don't want to be the cause of frustration for anyone. So like user experience is very important to me. So if there's issues there, but yeah, the Settle Systems at War right now, like you could sign up on my Patreon, download it, and all the background simulation stuff and all that will fully be working, and you could see the systems changing and all that stuff.
But like
that will work right now.
Like in the final product, hear me out. Like I'm in character, I'm building my shit and everything, and this is all like happening like real time in the game, and like I can even manipulate. Like I could spawn like epic fucking battles and film it. You know what I'm saying?
It all works. Everything. Yeah, exactly. So the whole thing operates in the background, and then you can request operations or build your own battles, and those will count towards influence and stuff. But the mod will operate on its own without any interaction, or you could dive in and put in money into the garrisons and stuff, spawn battles, request operations, and have to fight battles, that kind of stuff. All that's already in there. Yeah.
Bro, that mod has the ability to shit on every other mod. And I mean that with all due respect, because there are some amazing mods. But bro, that's the type of simulation stuff that if working and packaged, make it paid. If you don't, you're insane. Because I'm for the people, but make your money. That is insane. Well, I hope everybody can understand, like, holistically, what he just said is going to be possible. That is nuts.
The goal, actually, I was gonna make it free and then try to do a achievement friendly version or something. But you can pay on my Patreon right now. You can subscribe and then you could download the current dev build of it right now.
Oh yeah, and support what you're doing. It's
but like I have my own stream of paid mods. I have clothes, like I have Down in Kokomo. I have that kind of stuff, and I have the hair mod, which is going to be paid. But I've AISS is like my baby. So like because Settle Systems at War is going to integrate so much with AISS, I kind of want to be able to provide the full experience to people.
Respect.
So I hear what you mean. Trust me. Like I'm probably leaving a lot.
If you do it for free. Legend. Legend. Everyone who doesn't know X2357, legend. Like,
but go on Patreon right now. You can see the dev. You can download the dev build and play it.
Oh, we're doing that.
It's not fully built out, but there's a lot that is.
Oh, we're doing that. That's so dope.
You guys are awesome. Hey, thanks everybody. Thanks for talking Starfield and spending time in the Chaos Dungeon.
Thanks for having us again.
Thank you so much, Pedro.
Thank you.
I hope you had fun. I'm very grateful you guys sacrificed an hour and 50 minutes here, and allowed us to hang and be in your presence and share what gives us joy. That's really amazing. And so thank you very much. I'm very grateful. To my lady, the mighty NC-17, aka Lady Farquhar, and to my daughter Jupiter and Mars, all I say is airplane. I'm so thankful for you guys. I love you three so much, and Murphy, my dog, who's around here somewhere. You can find me on TikTok at HicksNG+, on X at Pedro Fark, and we play games on X, a daily Starfield Wordle, a daily We're in the Starfield, and we just added Settle System Showdown. So come and join the fun. I'm also on Blue Sky. This show can be found on X, Twitch, and YouTube at Starfield After Dark. We also have a Discord, so feel free to join. Just keep it positive. Want to be a guest or send feedback or just talk Starfield, hit me up. Also, StarCon is coming in January, StarCon 2. So let me know if you have any feedback from last year, want to present, want to help. You can always reach me, and you can always reach me at seldsystems@gmail.com. Don't listen to the blabber on the internet. Contact me directly. I will always get back. It just might I have a brain injury, so it just might take me. It takes me a minute. Next week we'll have the return of Al Lee, the voice of Miura Sharkevich, and also of some really amazing people, Babylonia, Carly GB, Raven Swift, and Oyunicake. No show on August 19th, but we'll be back on August 26th with a new time. We're going to start the pod in a new time slot, as well as we venture into the fall. It will be 8 p.m. every Wednesday instead of 8:30. And finally, we got BGS on Blue Sky for updates for the whole story behind the Xbox layoffs. Let's take care of each other. Let's hear what folks who make the games that take care of us have to say. Catch a smile, everybody. If you can't catch one, steal one. Starfield rules, and so do you. Peace.
Later.
Thank you.
What happened out there?
Don't ask.
Tonight that we got the truck, we're going downtown, gonna beat up drunks. You're to the drive, I'll bring the beer. It's a late shift, no one to fear.